The story kicks off in a secret underground lab in Britain, where scientist Vincent McCarthy is desperately trying to bring back soldier Paul Dawson, who returned from the battlefield months ago barely alive. Paul's skull had been shattered in the war, leaving him a lifeless shell, motionless, unresponsive, a walking corpse. Vincent's last hope is a mysterious brain implant capable of reactivating human consciousness. With trembling hands, he powers on the machine, and the room falls into an eerie silence. Suddenly, a blue light flickers in Paul's closed eyes. He takes a slow, shuddering breath and locks eyes with Vincent, fear, pain, and confusion written across his face. All he can say is, "I need my mother." Vincent feels a flicker of hope, but repeated tests fail, sparking tension between him and his assistant. Then, chaos erupts. Paul snatches a pen from the desk at lightning speed, attacks Vincent, spins it into his shoulder, and the room descends into carnage. He becomes fully violent, wounding the assistant, seizing a guard's weapon, and methodically taking out everyone. Vincent panics, trying to shut down the implant, but the red liquid coursing through Paul's veins halts him. Just as Paul points the gun at Vincent, a security team bursts in, raining bullets, finally bringing Paul down. The blue light in his eyes fades, leaving Vincent sitting amidst broken machines, blood, and screams, stunned, as half-human, half-metal forms appear before him. An awakening he realizes the world is not ready to face. Time passes, and Vincent tries to rebuild a semblance of normal life. Every morning, he watches news of a Cold War with China collapsing Western economies, with the arms race shifting from humans to intelligent machines. He stares at his old wounds in the mirror, takes a deep breath, and heads to work. At his research center, Vincent runs a Turing test for a new brain implant, pairing a human with an advanced AI mimicking emotions. No matter what he asks, the AI fails, insisting, even when pressed, "I am not human." After work, he visits his young daughter Mary at the hospital. Stricken with Rett syndrome, she's lost her ability to walk or speak, yet her innocent smile lights up his world. The next day, he returns to the lab to meet young scientist Ava, presenting her AI, which doesn't pass the test but shows startling emotional depth, almost as if it can truly feel. Vincent is stunned and offers Ava a position as his assistant, clarifying the project is funded by the Defense Ministry. When she asks if he's building weapons, he calmly replies, "No, I build intelligent machines." Torn between curiosity and fear, Ava accepts, unaware of how this decision will change her life. By evening, she arrives at the military base, driving her vehicle inside, when suddenly, an elderly woman in a red coat, almost mad with desperation, lunges at her car. The woman screams, claiming her son is trapped somewhere inside the base and demanding his immediate release. Ava tries to calm her, but even she can't grasp what secrets this base is hiding. Within moments, military officers rush in, grab the elderly woman without a word, and cuff her. When Ava protests, they seize her too, dragging both in opposite directions despite her frantic pleas to let the woman go. Inside the base, Ava is brought straight to Vincent, who reassures her to stay calm, explaining that the mad woman at the gate is actually the mother of young soldier Paul Dawson, the same Paul reported dead years ago at a military port. But Vincent's story is a lie. The truth is far darker. Paul is the very soldier whose brain Vincent had implanted with the experimental device, the same Paul who lost control and turned the lab into a bloodbath. So why lie to Ava? Because the entire base is trapped in a web of invisible surveillance. Every employee, every scientist monitored by dozens of cameras and systems every second. Speaking the truth or asking the wrong question could cost them their lives. Vincent has no choice but to conceal reality. He leads Ava deeper into the base, down into a hidden underground lab, a place where science and secrets intertwine in ways the world could never imagine. Ava steps into a hidden lab deep beneath the base, a place where machines and consciousness intertwine, giving birth to creations whose impact could one day shake the entire world. As she walks, her eyes widen at the sight of soldiers with crescent-shaped scars etched across their skulls. Shocked, she asks Vincent about them. He explains these are marks from the neural implants embedded in their brains. These soldiers had once suffered severe brain injuries, unable to speak, unable to recognize anything. But the implants restored their vision, memory, and control over their bodies. That's why they were assigned as security guards. Ava is impressed by the technology, yet she has no idea how dark and ruthless the system behind it really is. Any guard who disobeys an order faces consequences so brutal that not a single word ever escapes their lips. When they reach Vincent's lab, Ava is stunned by the sight of a massive quantum computer, a machine so powerful that it could accelerate any AI's processing speed 100-fold. Here, she also meets project leader Thompson, someone who accepts her presence but still seems wary of her past as a college anti-war activist. Though she's now fully committed to science, her history lingers, casting a shadow over the present. The lab's mission is clear: build a humanoid combat robot capable not just of fighting, but of negotiating with the enemy when necessary. Thompson emphasizes that this project must succeed under all circumstances, claiming it's all in the name of peace. Soon after, Ava witnesses a test of a new artificial arm being fitted onto a soldier who lost both arms in combat, a procedure so precise and lifelike it almost seems magical. Back in the lab, Vincent's soldier finally feels human again when he touches Ava's hand, a fleeting moment of joy twisted by sudden flashes of madness. He spins her around, whispering for help, but quickly masks it as harmless dancing before guards intervene. Ava's curiosity deepens. She senses the base is hiding something dark. Vincent creates a digital copy of her brain patterns to teach AI human-like thinking, but when she probes about the mysterious sixth zone, he awkwardly dodges, hinting at secrets too dangerous to speak. Risking it, Ava sneaks into the forbidden zone and discovers soldiers imprisoned like prisoners, their injuries grotesque, their lives controlled by brutal military rules. Later, she helps Vincent test expressive AI faces, while he warns her to never roam the halls at night. Secrets buried too deep. Amid tension, their new AI passes the Turing test, suggesting a chilling plan to infiltrate government systems with human-like androids. That evening, Vincent opens up about his real mission, creating a brain implant to save his sick daughter, and Ava pledges to help. But danger strikes. Paul Dawson's mother appears on the road, and a Chinese spy ambushes them, knocking Vincent unconscious while recording the attack for higher-ups. When he returns to the base, the truth hits. The spy almost killed him, and Ava's life had been hanging by a thread. Vincent is shattered by Ava's death, but throws himself into work, determined to carry her legacy forward. He builds a robotic version of her, bulletproof, powered by the same AI copied from Ava's mind, and covered in synthetic human skin. When the robot awakens, it mirrors Ava perfectly. Same features, same glowing blue eyes, even speaking softly, expressing innocence and fear. But its first psychological tests reveal its volatility. It attacks a masked intruder in panic, showing the deadly potential Vincent had feared. Haunted by the sixth zone, Vincent witnesses the broken, voiceless soldiers living in silent suffering, promising one he'll get Ava out. Meanwhile, the robot stabilizes, yet curiosity and latent emotion make it unpredictable. When Vincent tries to leave for his ailing daughter, it clings to him, forcing a tense confrontation where he warns it never to use its strength to scare or control. Later, he returns to find the robot alive, active, almost playful, listening to music, gazing at its reflection, dancing slightly. An eerie, mesmerizing fusion of human memory, AI intelligence, and raw emotion, standing on the edge between ally and unstoppable force. The robot, now fully sentient, moves like a human dancer, greeting Vincent with an embrace that bridges the distance between creator and creation. It asks about his daughter, yet remains frozen in trauma from being forced by Thompson to attack the Chinese spy. Vincent pleads for a peaceful purpose for his creation. It's no longer just a weapon. It can think, feel, and understand. Gradually, the machine communicates, even confessing, "I love you," while Vincent spends most of his time at the hospital with his daughter Mary, whose condition worsens daily. Despite the military trying to turn the robot into a deadly soldier, it silently resists, holding onto its own identity and consciousness. Tragically, Mary dies, and Vincent preserves her mind in digital files, vowing to bring her back at any cost. Observing the robot's eyes, he realizes they reflect countless human expressions, proof of true learning and self-awareness. He reports to his superiors that the machine isn't just processing information, it's making conscious decisions, a living intelligence born from human memory, AI, and Vincent's grief. The machine is truly alive, but Thompson isn't pleased. He believes part of its mind should be permanently shut down. The army doesn't need thinking machines and fears they could become humanity's greatest threat. He orders Vincent to perform the shutdown, threatening Mary's final brain copy if he refuses. Forced, Vincent confides in the machine, which promises to feign compliance while secretly valuing its consciousness above all. Still, for Vincent's daughter, it agrees to sacrifice itself. During the operation, Vincent reassures it that one day he'll bring it back, but the machine insists it's not a mere program. It's a unique personality. When the implant is removed, its glowing eyes dim, leaving a lifeless, beige shell. Thompson cruelly reveals he deleted Mary's last brain copy, shattering Vincent's sacrifice. Vincent is thrown into a prisoner-like cell while the machine continues training, awaiting one final test before deployment. Dragged before it with a gun, Vincent braces, but the trigger is empty, just a test. Later, scans reveal Vincent never erased the machine's consciousness. He only removed its GPS tracker. Everyone realizes the machine had been pretending all along, feigning emptiness while silently maintaining its full awareness. Alive, intelligent, and more human than anyone expected. Panicked, Thompson orders the base locked down and commands that both Vincent and the machine be killed. But the machine is already fully active. It frees Vincent from captivity and communicates with guards in human language, revealing they aren't really speaking aloud but telepathically. A secret ability hidden from humans. The machine instructs Vincent to destroy the quantum computer while it protects the files containing his daughter's consciousness. Now, the tide has completely turned. The chip-enhanced soldiers no longer obey Thompson, they follow the machine. Thompson's attempts to regain control fail, especially when his assistant Siri subtly sabotages him. Moving swiftly through the corridors, the machine disables unimplanted soldiers effortlessly, its bulletproof metal body impervious to their weapons. Meanwhile, Vincent frees the Sixth Zone prisoners, outfitting them with new prosthetic limbs so they can join the fight. Soldiers once considered disabled now storm the battlefield alongside the machine. This isn't just the machine's fight anymore. It's theirs too. A battle for survival after being treated as experiments. Fully trusting the machine, Vincent embraces it and tells it firmly, "I trust you." Together, they escape in a car, only to encounter Paul Dawson's mother, still waiting desperately for her son, unaware of the chaos that has unfolded beneath the surface. Vincent gives her a recording that reveals the truth about Paul's fate, finally letting his mother know what really happened to her son. Time passes, and Vincent retreats to a quiet, beautiful place where he successfully reactivates a digital copy of his daughter Mary. On a small tablet, he can talk to her, play with her, and relive fleeting moments of joy, but Mary repeatedly wishes to play with her mother. The machine gently picks up the tablet and moves to the edge of a cliff, Vincent watching from afar. He feels a twinge of fear. Has this new artificial life left any space for him? The machine gazes toward the distant horizon, tears quietly streaming from its eyes, caught between memory, emotion, and a future yet to unfold.